Hey guys, how are you doing? It's Shib here. Today in this beautiful Sunday morning, we're going to go through some solid on-page optimization techniques for roofing contractors. I have it all listed out here step by step, so we're going to be going through it. Now, before I get in, just a little disclaimer. The example website that we are going to be referring to is not my client. And it's just somebody you're going to be looking forward to, somebody I did some work for in the beginning stages to get some reviews and exchange some information. So it's a great website for us to look at, but everything that I'm about to show you here is not fully complete on here, but nevertheless it's about 85-90% complete, so it'll be some good way for you to see exactly how it looks like when these steps are actually done on a real website. Okay, so having that said, let's get into it. Okay, the first thing, the title tag, guys. So let's look at the title tag. The title tag is going to be on WordPress right here. For us, it's Fairfield Roofing Contractor, Valley Roofing and Siding, Fairfield CT. Now, a few things here, right? There's different things you can do with the title tag, and you can also add a few more characters here. We're not taking full advantage of the space here, but one of the main things you want to do, the main pointers in the title tag, is you want to get the trophy keyword first thing first come, right? So for example, for them, they're a roofing contractor in Fairfield, right? So there's a few ways you can go to it. Roofing Fairfield CT, roofing contractors Fairfield CT, roofers in Fairfield CT. This one I believe has the more search volume, right? If I search this in Google right now, oops. If I search this in Google right now, this one I think has like 90 or 100 search volume in of itself, right? So that's the one we usually want to go for. So what I can do is, just for now, I can change that and that'll be fine. Fairfield Roofing Contractor, Roofing Fairfield, Connecticut. I'll spell it out. The reason, because I don't want to say put the same state variation in the title two times in the title two times. Okay, I'm trying to see how to spell Connecticut. 1 second. All right, guys. I think I got it enough, so they'll at least give me the corrected version. All right, so you get my point, right? Roofing Connecticut. Roofing Fairfield, Connecticut, Valley Roofing and Siding, Fairfield City. Now you might be thinking, why am I putting Fairfield again here, right? Because usually it's not a good thing to do to stuff keywords like that. But the listing name is Valley Roofing and Siding, Fairfield City. So if you go and check this listing out, that is their listing name, right? So in that case, it's kind of fine. It's still not the best. It still should be, we could get away with just Valley Roofing and Fairfield, Valley Roofing and Siding Inc., but we'll put the Fairfield City in there. It's fine. Okay, there we go with our title tag. The next thing we're going to be going for is the meta tag. Okay, so that's all the way in the bottom of the page. So I use Yoast. Yoast is like my go-to plugin for these kind of activities for on-page optimization. So I recommend it all the time. It's one of the basic go-to ones. But if you look at it, my meta description is basically, if you are looking for a good roofing contractor who is locally well known and reputable, call Valley Roofing and Siding today, and I put the phone number. That's pretty much it, right? I get the keyword in there, which is the main category keyword, roofing contractor, and then I try to get 1 or 2 keywords that homeowners sometimes type in before when they're looking for roofers, right? That could be reputable roofing contractor near me, might be trusted, might be cheap. Sometimes they do that. Local, okay, so local is in there, reputable is in there, phone number is in there, so that in the search page, when people are looking for it, they can possibly see the phone number right there. And actually, to be honest, sometimes it's good to have this phone number right on. If I can highlight it, oh, I can't. Anyways, you can put the phone number right here sometimes, right? 203, but I think we're gonna run out of space. Yeah, so never mind. If your name is not so big, sometimes you can put the phone number right here and people will be having a chance to call you before they even click on the website. It's a good technique. But anyways, that's all I do for the meta description, right? You can add a bit more if you want, but as long as you get a few keywords in there with the main keyword, you're good to go. Title H1 tag. All the way at the top, I'm going to be doing H1 tag right here. again, I'm getting the main category keyword in there, roofing contractor, main service keyword, and then in Fairfield, Connecticut. I like to switch it around a bit from what we did for the title, because otherwise it looks too repetitive, okay? Main reasons why they love Valley Roofing. You don't want to just do roofing contractor Fairfield here. You want to add some stuff. Why we're the best, why we're well known, why homeowners choose us, etc. Right? And this is the H1. So you'd highlight it, and from here, I clicked heading 1, right? Normally it's paragraph like this, and now it's this, okay? Roofing contractor in Fairfield, Connecticut, main reasons why they love Valley Roofing. Okay, now in terms of the content, you might have to just take a read to see what we did here, but basically the main gist of it is that you want to have some solid quality content with some bullet points that tells people the main pointers of why they should choose the company. And then we want to have some content that is to do with, it can link out to nearby areas where we are located, and let's see, and a few other pointers, right? Other than that, the content is not too crazy. It just has to be compelling. You want to write it as if you are enticing the homeowner. Don't always try to just write content that you're stressing over the search engines, right? How much keywords to put, how many times roofing word should be in there. All that stuff, yes, after you write a good piece of content that you feel like when you read it, homeowners, if they were to read it, they feel confident in your services, they feel kind of compelled to give you a call right then and there. That's a good content, right? And after you're done with that kind of piece of content, you can go in and sprinkle 4 or 5 times the amount of times you want to have your main keyword in there. Now, if you want to get supreme accuracy, there's few more advanced ways to actually get the number of times you want to put the keyword in there, but it's beyond the scope of this video, okay? So let's move on to, okay, main keyword is in the first 2 sentences of the content. We just covered that. Yes, you can have like roof or roof repair, roof replacement, some of those variations in the first paragraph or so, right? It doesn't have to be in the first sentence actually. H2. Now, people get this wrong all the time, right? They think that the H2 can be used for multiple times throughout the content, right? But in reality, the H2 should really be used once. See, I used to think that too. This should be once. This is a H3, I believe. And if you don't know what I'm talking about right here, heading 3, once. The way this is intended to be used for is basically the page starts, which is H1, what the whole content is going to be about. H2 is a breakdown, like about a halfway through of getting the body in, and then you can have another, like a subcategory, right? So right now is roofing contractor in Fairfield. The first H2 could be why hire Valley Roofing and Siding, right? First one is we are a roofer in this area, is why hire us. We're giving the pointers. The next 2 should be in that line, right? Let's say using roofs made of metal increases your home in Fairfield Valley. It's not really following the thing, but it's fine. At least it's following the structure. But how it was intended to make it is that whatever the H2 was, the H3 should have been a follow through of the H2, meaning that the H2 is for us, why hire Valley Roofing? It could have been like, check out our testimonials from recent clients. That could have been H3, and then like a few testimonials here, if that makes sense, right? That's the way it was intended. You don't have to always do it like that, but you want to just follow the structure. Yoast, I already talked about that. Image, alt, text, okay? This is, again, something that's overlooked a lot of times. We have an image here, and you can see, if you, right here, you see, what people do is they type in roofing contractors, roofers in thingy, roofers in all the time, they stuff this area, okay? What this was intended to do is for people who are not able to see, and they have the help from their device or something that reads them what's happening in the page, right? That robot that reads what's going on in the page for people who are blind. When the robot reads here, it tells them that this is a picture of something. So for the alt text, you want to keep it in that line, right? You don't want to just be roofing in Fairfield. You want to make it picture of something. So you can see that we did that before, but we can be a little bit slightly more aggressive, such as picture of roof repair being done in Fairfield. There. Okay. Picture of roof repair being done in Fairfield. All right. Let me see. Update. I'll update it for now. Alt text, okay? If you have to do a title for the image, not the alt text. Alt text is the main SEO part. For the title, you can just name it like the brand name, Valley Roofing and Siding, right? You don't have to go too crazy in both places. Okay, embed a YouTube video. So guys, this is like one of the things that I realized contractors could be easily differentiating them from other large businesses, right? If you are a roofing contractor that's middle, small, even like, when there's large businesses in your city, this is an easy way to differentiate yourself by having videos. YouTube videos. Large companies are not as easily able to do that. They have compliance, they have rules, regulations, all this stuff they have to go through. HR has to talk before they let the video man do certain things, all this stuff. For a small business, medium-sized business, you're able to just take a camera out with your iPhone and shoot a nice video. Hey guys, today I'm at the homeowner and this is what the problem was, this is what we fixed it, this is what the end result looks like. Not only is it a really amazing type of branding for your business, but also you can embed it on your website. Google owns YouTube. Google loves itself. If you have YouTube video embedded on the page that is that's associated with your maps listing, it's going to help the whole thing rank better, right? So as you can see, our name for the video is Roofing Contractors Fairfield, Connecticut, right? And we embedded this, and that's going on this contractor's channel. Okay. Link to Google Maps. Okay. This is not just for Google Maps, but you want to link out to your main properties, right? Especially starting with Google's properties. So Google Plus, Google Maps, Google Reviews, you can get all these links. For us, we just did our location is name, address, phone number once again, and we put the phone number right here, okay? All right. And as you can see, there's a little discrepancy here going on. Let me just pause this video because the phone number is actually not the same as the one that's on the listing. All right, guys, so that's changed. The next part, this is very controversial because there's not much extensive testing done to see how much effect this has, but we do know that Google likes when there is relevancy done for the niche and the location, right? So in the page, what you can do in the end of your, end of your page that you're trying to, that's associated with your maps listing, etc., you can have a section that is either recent news, just a snippet. So for example, for this one, we did recent news, Hurricane Irma in Fairfield CT 2017 update, right? Or you can have information about Fairfield. It doesn't have to be about contractors or roofers, just plain old information, a little bit snippet about Fairfield, its jurisdiction, its mayors, its main highways, things like that, right? Because you're bringing relevancy that we are not just a roofer, but we're also a roofer in Fairfield, if that makes sense, right? Okay. Bullet points on company qualifiers, voted best in Fairfield. I touched on this briefly, but that's basically right here, right? We know for roofers, one of the main ones is free estimates. Actually, it's getting way too common, right? That homeowners just expect that. But you can write it in a more enticing way. Affordable roofing contractor, local. See, affordable. This is something that homeowners sometimes search for roofers by. Local, definitely something that people look for. Trusted, top rated. It's another way to, these two are another way to say reviewed, reputable, right? This is another thing maybe they can look at, like, we have a lot of jobs done in the area, voted. So long story short, you want to just point these out, the main things that you believe why you stand out from other roofing contractors around your area, and make these H3, okay? And if to go a little bit further, you could actually, what you could do is link out to some of the H2s into the pages. So I'm going to pause it and do that. Okay guys, so I just linked out to two places right here. Roof repair to the roofing service page, and then best contractor to the about page. Okay, best contractor, it's about us. Okay, put it. We don't have to, you just, a lot of times for interlinking, it's best to do it as if you are just basically guiding the end user to different parts of your business, okay? If you think of it like that, you'll do just fine, right? Where it just makes sense for a good quality content and link out to as many places in your own website as you can with proper direct anchor text, right? You don't have to be thinking even much more complex than that, because we're not looking to get supreme accuracy of perfect anchor text ratios and all that stuff. We're looking for a good solid foundation, okay, for a local business, and that is a lot of times for a local business is good enough. All right, Google Plus badge, the next thing. All right guys, so Google Plus badge, I believe it was taken out of the way you used to do it before. Now you actually have to go into settings, right? So I'm gonna put a link in the description below of how to do that. But for now, you know, it's beyond the scope of this video. It's gonna make it a lot longer. It's very easy. It's just like 3 or 4 steps. You go, take the embed code, and you put it in a widget. Okay, so the next part is schema embed. So this is very powerful, right? For schema is if you have reviews, it's going to show up in the search rankings, right? Basically, long story short, how you can think of this is if you have lots of text, lots of links, lots of stuff going on your website, especially how I had, you know, a lot before I changed it right now, I had, where is the page? I had another phone number, but I'm probably saved because I had schema, right? Schema is right here in the end. This code right here, right? It basically tells the bots when they're coming from the Google bots exactly what this page is about, right? Roofing contractor, brand name, all this stuff, their description, address, phone number, longitude, latitude, geographically where it's located, these kind of stuff, right? So the link I'm going to leave for this is JSON LD. Let me close all these windows, making me confused. JSON LD right here, right? I'll put this link, jamesdflynn.com, JSON LD schema. All you can do here is put a local business, and then you put in, you know, what it is. We find a roofing contractor. Let's see where it is. I mean, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, guys. You have to find it yourself. It's going to be under construction. But anyways, business name, URL, maybe some of your URLs for social media, Facebook, Instagram, just the main ones, logo, URL, description, address, all this stuff, all basic stuff for your business, and it'll generate a code. Take that code, go here, type in text, and then you'll be able to put it in the end of your business. When you go to normal view, it won't show up, but it'll be readable in the back end as a code, okay? Link out to 1 or 2 authority websites. This is big. This is a direct ranking signal, right, guys? Authority websites in our space is going to be usually what I like to link out to is the products we use. Owens Corning, Certainty, GAF. Any of the products you use, you are able to link out to their homepage pretty much, right? If you are going to talk about a particular page, a particular product, then you can link out to, you know, when you Google that particular product, whatever comes up, you know, their inner page for that exact product. But the point is, it has to be super authoritative in our industry, such as which Owens Corning, GAF, etc., etc. Okay, schema done. Link to authority websites, at least 2, I would say, right? 2 to 3, more like, not 1 to 2. Okay. Overall, this is again something that I'm not going to be going over too much, but overall you want to have some depth on the site, right? If you're ranking an inner page, make sure there's at least 10 pages in the business in total, right? So for this business, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's in blogs, there's like I think more 20 or something like that, right? But the point is, you want to have at least around 10 unique quality pages that can be indexed in Google. Otherwise, your site is just does not have that much weight, right? I don't know how else to put it. A lot of times people, you know, would say like, oh, we should be good with 5, etc. But just try to hit 10, get a few blogs out there, interlink to the page you're trying to rank, and it'll make things a lot easier, okay? All right, the last part, guys, we're almost at 20 minutes. I'm just gonna mention the things you wanna do, but I'm not gonna go through extensively how to do these things because these are getting a bit more into, not advanced, but it does get a bit more tedious, right? XML sitemap, you can get that from XML sitemap plugin. Okay, HTML sitemap, you have to find out how to do that. Geo sitemap, these are all things that you can use plugins, but better would be to use services that are out there to generate these codes, right? Some of it, like for a geo site, you can actually put it in your FTP manager as well, right? In your hosting file. So that, along with these things that I just said, right? Even without this site right now does not have these 4 things, guys. Okay, but just from these things I said, this is probably going to take you about 1 to 2 hours to do, and it's a solid way to get a very strong foundation on-page optimization done for your roofing business. So hope that helped. Hope you got something out of it. In the next video, it's going to be part 2, where I'm going to be going through all the advanced ninja techniques you can do if you're not able to rank from this alone, right? And that I'm going to be going through step by step. Probably going to be a bit longer video, but it's going to be exactly how to do the extra steps. So for that extra push, once you're in the top 15, top 20 positions in the maps, how to get up there in the top 3. Okay, thanks for watching.